Hi there, welcome to another episode of Fans Life, and we're here with the Tottenham Hotspur supporters, i.e. 1, 2 and 3. And we've just finished our first ever AGM, and we'll have snippets of that in our news item on Monday. But of course, we're looking forward ahead to this game against West Brom with just 5 games left in the season. But we came out of a fantastic result with Arsenal, despite a draw. Like Van der Vaart said, Amir, that it almost feels like a win.
Yes, eventually, because even though how much we hate Arsenal and despise them, they are number 2 the last time. So they are title contenders, while we are depleted side with injury whatsoever, and we just got our heart broken by Real Madrid, and yet the boys came through and managed to come back from 3-1. So against Arsenal, coming back 3-1, and we nearly win. Because of the goalkeeper, and I think every goalkeeper become a great goalkeeper once they face us. So I think we nearly win. So even though we draw, I think it's a great open game, and I think the players are satisfied also, and we too are glad. So after this, we just try to continue and win. If we get, inshallah, we go to the top 4 lah.
Okay, but then we do well against sides like Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, sometimes Man City. But we have problems with teams that start with W, and this is Khalid. He runs the Tottenham Hotspur Facebook page. Khalid, how are we going to play against a West Brom side? They are trying to basically get into the top 10. They're just there and thereabouts, about 11th place now.
Yep. Well, I hope that they're going to be placing the same 11 with, against Arsenal during midweek. Because for me, I think that 11 made so much difference with all the game before that. So I'm hoping just maybe that we could do a difference with the last 11 between Arsenal. So I'm just hoping.
Okay, just like every other fans, we do not ask for predictions. But Amir, let me ask you, a man to watch in this match between Tottenham Hotspur and West Brom, who do you think it would be?
I think it will be Roy Hodgson, because he's a great strategist. I mean, he did well with Fulham. Never mind Liverpool, because I think Liverpool is not controlled by the manager, so he got some problems. They're not listening to him. But maybe the former Arsenal player, the Vela, the Mexican, I think he's on loan, so he's quite a dangerous guy. And then the African, Odem Wedgie, yeah. Odem Wedgie, yeah. So he's called Peter Odem Wedgie, yeah. So he's caused a lot of important goals. So they're quite very fast on the counter attack. So we have to make sure that tactically we can counter them. Yeah, that's what we hope. Harry Redknapp will ask the players to go run around. They have to go for tactical.
Okay, just before the game's just about to start, Khalid, your man to watch for this one, is it going to be VDV, or is it going to be Modric, or is it going to be Defoe finally revealing his 100-goal shirt?
Yes, I'm very hoping that Defoe is going to score his 100th goal and break the W curse.
Okay, we'll find out what happens with the Tottenham and West Brom match as we get together with the Tottenham Hotspurs fans right here at this new place called Tanglin Nasi Lemak in Bangsa. Disappointing 5 minutes into the game. It's West Brom that is leading at White Hart Lane. Should have been a free kick, but then again, it's not. It didn't call for. So it's Tottenham 0, West Brom 1.
Bloody bullshit, I want.
Right, it's about 15 minutes into the game. Very frustrating for the Spurs fans. They are down 1-0 to West Brom. Just reading a couple of tweets right here on the Tottenham tweet page. We've got Mar10LG that says, Tottenham annoy me so often. So true. And we have Paul Smith 98 that says, Vamos Tottenham, recuperanse. Time for them to recuperate. We'll find out more what happens in the 15 minutes from now.
What is that?
26 minutes and Spurs have equalized through Roman Pavlyuchenko. Finally, a striker has scored for Spurs. Right, it's halftime here with FansLife and the Tottenham Hotspur supporters. It's 1 Tottenham, 1 West Brom, as you can see in all our faces. Very frustrating. And I'm joined by Nick and also John. John's actually a Tottenham Hotspur season ticket holder at White Hart Lane, and he's just passing through KL for 2 days, and he managed to see Nick's tweet that we're going to be hooking up here. So he's here. Welcome, John. Nice to have you here.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Are you kind of surprised that, Spurs have such a good following here in KL, all the way on the other side of the world?
I'm really pleased to see. No, it's great. Not surprised, because Spurs are a big club. We should have following across the world.
Nice one.
Well said. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to the game. Very frustrating first half. Decisions from the referee not going our way?
No, the decisions were a bit like that, but I'm still confident. We had most of the possession. We were pressing them. They were sitting back. They were starting to look a little bit nervous. So I think second half we'll go on to win.
Nick, what do you think was the most frustrating thing about the first half? Michael Dawson missing a lot of passes, or Gareth Bale, just not finding any opportunities?
Yeah, what I'm thinking is that because of the injury to BAE, to Esso Okoto, pushing Bale back to left back and then not having Lennon on the right. We're restricting on the width, so everything is going through the center sometimes. We're not wide enough, so I think we're finding it a little bit difficult trying to get the crosses in.
So it looks like there's a call for Harry to bring on Lennon in the second half to actually open up the game, don't you think, John?
Well, possibly, yeah, that would be one option. I would certainly be looking to change something up front as well. Pavlyuchenko and Defoe, for me, just don't work together. They both seem to make the same runs in the box, tripping over each other. And as Pavlyuchenko is the striker in form, it would have to be Defoe for me to go off and Crouch to come on in the second half.
Is this some of the feelings that you get from the Spurs fan when you're up in the stands at White Hart Lane, that sometimes Harry's tactics just don't go according to plan?
He has a reputation of not being the greatest tactician. That is true. But I think the way we played last season in particular, and this season so far, I think the fans trust him now. Although he can be very frustrating. Yeah, decisions like playing Bale on the right in the Champions League game after the confusion with Lennon, it struck everybody as baffling. I know he was saying he thought that he would have more luck on that side, but those sort of decisions drive you crazy. And today, with the injury, I would like to have seen Lennon come on straight away. Although Sandro's playing well, I would like to have seen Lennon come on straight away so we could try and keep some balance. Whenever we play Modric on the wing, it's too narrow. It's just too narrow. He's always going inside, as Nick rightly said, and it leaves too much space on that wing for West Brom.
So let's hope that the second half won't be as frustrating. But if I continue to speak to John, he actually looks like a very younger version of Harry Redknapp. If you don't believe, go to the Google site, look for Harry Redknapp images, and you'll find a very young Harry Redknapp look quite like him. But we'll come back and hope that it's not going to be a second half of frustration for Tottenham Hotspur right here on FansLife.
Come on, you Spurs.
What a goal! Hugo. He's missed.
Right, 15 minutes into the second half. It's still a very frustrating 1-1 at White Hart Lane. And they are just looking at the possible substitutions that Spurs can make, but looking at the tweets, nothing very interesting happening except on the West Brom tweet page, because very few English tweets. Most of them seem to be Spanish. Maybe all the Mexicans, supporting Carlos Vela and the other guy, Jara. Well, we'll come back with more in 15 minutes from now here at FansLife. Scores for Tottenham, his 100th league goal, finally for him. It's Tottenham 2, West Brom 1. Well, just about 15 minutes left of the game, and it's still 2-1 to Tottenham, but still very, very edgy. And just like to read this tweet from Neil Killick from the Spurs tweet page that says that if we don't win this game, I'm going to go on a murderous rampage. Hang on in there. But of course, he'll just shoot and go to bed. But, you know, you kind of get the picture with what's happening with the Spurs game. But we'll find out what happens in 15 minutes from now, whether the Spurs do get all 3 points tonight. Goodness me, 80th minute, 10 minutes left of the game, and West Brom have equalized with a brilliant goal. As you can see, we all kind of like expect that coming, right? So it's Spurs 2, West Brom 2, and looks like we're almost going to be losing that 4th Champions League spot for good. We'll find out more in 10 minutes' time. Don't like this. It's a kind of funny ending to the game because kind of like we lost satellite transmission. So we're guessing right now whether Spurs have scored in the final 3 minutes of the game. We can pretend to, like, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, say goal. But we're trying to confirm whether the score is 3-2 or not. Be back in a moment. So I guess that's pretty much it. When in doubt with your satellite TV, go online because it's much more reliable. So it looks like 2-2 at White Hart Lane, and pretty much there goes our chances for Champions League football. We'll come back and speak to a couple of the Spurs fans and find out their sentiments with whatever happened in the game. Another frustrating night for Spurs. Right, full time between Tottenham and also West Brom. It's very frustrating to all, as you can see in all the Spurs fans' faces, because it somewhat signals the end of our Champions League pursuit for next season. Leonard, your sentiments looking at the way Spurs played in the first and also second half?
I think it's quite disappointing. At the end of the day, I mean, we got the 2-2. But looking at the way the whole team was playing, they were pretty much lethargic. We just couldn't score. Our players were not. We were losing the ball. They were playing aimlessly, and it's a bit sad. I mean, the way to end the season this way is after doing all that we have done on a whole season. It's just, there's no word to describe how disappointed I am.
We all are, and of course, at the Spurs Supporters Club, we have backup dancers, Rowan and Peeps at the back there. But Sid is back here with us again. Now, Sid, on paper, probably Harry put out his best 11, but on the field, they are not actually the best 11, are they?
Well, I don't want to say that. To me, they're still the best 11 on the field just now. But I guess luck was not on our side. And, you know, we gave our all in the Arsenal game. I think, you know, that period of rest period was not sufficient for us, I guess. We needed more rest, probably, in order to actually catch a win. Probably they were sleeping. But, you know, yeah, a win was everything that we needed, actually. The draw wouldn't allow us to actually qualify for the next Champions League.
So, Rohan, since you're here, we've got Chelsea coming up next on the 1st of May, if I'm not mistaken, at midnight. Do you think they're just going to give up hope and play and settle for 5th? Because Liverpool won by 5 goals tonight.
I think midnight, judging by how Spurs played tonight, I think the midnight game will also be asleep. But you know, I think what's apparent is that when the strikers show up, the defense will, you know, and we can't seem to have both. We have one or the other, and we can't kill off a game. You know, we just can't kill off the game. You know, but you keep the faith. Anything can happen. 4 games more, anything can happen. 12 points. Yeah. So
we'll see what happens. City play on Monday, and they have the edge right now. Otherwise, it's pretty much okay here.
What about Peeps?
Peeps, what do you feel after this one? You still want to sell your mugs, I know.
I have posters, mugs, and pens for sale. Anyone who wants.
What do you think about
Aren't you happy that you didn't print the Champions League logo on it because we won't be playing it next year?
I actually mentioned in the email group that if we win the Champions League or the title, I was going to do some techno Viking dance with Azmi. Unfortunately, actually no. Fortunately for me, we didn't do anything, so we didn't win anything, so we're not going to win anything. So I'm very happy right now.
But he said it on video, so the next time Spurs win anything, which is probably, hopefully the next season, we got his word, he'll be doing the techno what?
Techno Viking.
Techno Viking dance. So pretty much still in high spirits, but you know, deep down inside, we're all disappointed that we couldn't get that extra edge to get into the Champions League. But that's pretty much it for me and the rest of the team right here at FansLife, together with the Spurs fans.
Toda confusión, esta alucinación.